When I think of Grace Church, I think of family. I've coming to the church my entire life, so I basically grew up here.
When I think of Grace Church, I think of love, I think of peace, and I think of family.
When I think of Grace Church, I think of fun or happiness.
I think of being in the best place in the world.
Beauty, church family, just wonderful feeling of being here, really great. I came here about 25 years ago, and I was looking for a church when we moved to Connecticut, and I went to 2 or 3 of them, and living in Windsor, I thought, well, why not try Windsor? And I saw this beautiful church, the brownstone, the red door. I walked in and was just absolutely amazed at this church. The stained glass windows, the beams, the paintings, the marble altar, the mosaics, everything it called me home. But it was also my church family. The people were just wonderful to me. They were just opened their arms to me, and I went through a divorce and they were there for me. I went through surgery, they brought me meals, and everything just is so good here. I just really feel at home.
When Grace Episcopal Church was established on the Windsor Town Green in 1865, few could have imagined how the church and its community would evolve and thrive over the last 150 years. Grace Church was founded down the road from its present location as St. Gabriel's Church in November of 1842 by the Reverend Arthur C. Cox. In 1853, the site on which Grace Church now stands was obtained, and the cornerstone of the present building was laid in 1864 during the rectorship of the Reverend Ruel Tuttle, the first resident priest of the parish. 1 year later, in 1865, the new church was consecrated by Bishop John Williams and rededicated to the present name, Grace Church.
When I think of Grace Church, I think of the people that make up Grace Church. In the 30 years that I have been a priest, I have found this people here to be the most sincere, the most faithful, the most incredible people that I've dealt with. And they have just made me feel and my family feel like we're at home. They truly love the Lord and do a lot of work in His name. I see Grace in the next 150 years as a church that's going to be much more involved in its community, much more involved in outreach to the community. Right now we have many different irons in the fire that we're exploring. A soup kitchen is probably #1 on the list that we are exploring at this time. But outreach to the community, I think we're going to be a viable force within the community for the next 150 years, and I think 150 years from now you'll still find our doors open and welcoming to all people.
Happy anniversary to Grace Church. We hope that everything goes well with the church survives, and all its members survive.
I'd like to wish a very special anniversary, 150 years, Grace Episcopal Church. Congratulations.
Happy anniversary, Grace Church.
Happy birthday, Grace Church.
Happy birthday to Grace Church from Ruth Kuziak.
Happy birthday to Grace Church from Pat Wood.
Happy anniversary, Grace Church. We love you. You've always been there for us and will always be there for you.
Happy 150th anniversary, Grace Church. We love this church. This is where we came to when our kids came into this world, and this is the place that we love and will continue to love. God bless.